You guys ready to go?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the finals of our Legacy League, November League. And this has been a fun night. Hey, I'm Dr. Leo. This is my co-host Prez. How you doing, homie? That
Oh,
last
I'm
match
doing
was
good,
fun.
man. Every single game that's been played today has just been excellent, excellent magic.
It's
So I
been
really have nothing to complain about.
it's been wild how swingy some of these games have been, and like
Definitely.
honestly, watching last match had what 3 turns cumulatively played between them,
Pretty
um,
much. I think
and
game one went up to turn 4, but yeah, it was
yeah,
still a crazy amount of
yeah.
uh of stuff happened in that very short period of time.
Oh yeah, that was a really really fun match to watch. And now we have another really fun one. We got the Bant Infect Oliver coming back after the recent win, and we got Nick on Mud Post. And like I was just saying in between rounds when we were chatting, so Nick is from the Philippines and play has been playing this deck for like ages. And apparently the legacy scene in the Philippines, all 32 of them love this format no matter what. Like this is their
Yeah.
format of choice. This is what they love to play. And you can see it's showing up here. Like both of these players came in and to play, and I think this is gonna be a match where Warping Whale's really gonna show up.
Yep. Of note, I didn't know there were other formats that were allowed to be your favorite. Ha ha ha
Well,
ha.
it's one of those things that Legacy is one of those formats that when it's good, it's really good, and when it's bad, it's like, we'll figure a way around it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I can agree with that sentiment for sure.
yeah,
So
exactly.
Oliver being second seed overall is going to be on the play here. Black Sky Doc was the number 1 seed who just undefeated, but yeah, it should be pretty good here, I'd imagine. So Oliver will be on the play, and we're just resolving mulligans here.
Yeah. So this is going to be a matchup where I think I don't know. So I always think, okay, where is my role in this matchup? Am I the beatdown or am I the control? And I
Yep.
don't know who. I think Nick is definitely the control in this matchup, but I don't know how well you can control like Infect. Like I think it's going to just come down to, do you have a turn 1 Trinisphere?
Yeah, I think that's probably what it would be for
I
sure.
think that's pretty much it.
Even then, a turn 1 Trinisphere, I'm not sure. Even if it's turn 2 Trinisphere, I think that'd be really good still. Because even if well, I guess in this case, being on the draw, you need a turn 3 ball for sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the importance of the 3 ball.
Yeah.
3 ball and Thought Knot Sphere, just because Thought Knot Sphere is a very efficient blocker for
On
Glistener
top
Elf,
of giving information.
and on top of giving information is gonna be important, but like I still think it's just gonna come down to 3 ball.
Yeah. Oh, 3 ball is definitely going to be an MVP in this matchup for sure.
And okay,
Looks
we're
like
seeing
we're
a
getting,
ponder.
yeah, bit
God,
of a jerky feed there from Oliver. Shuffle up. Okay, so he didn't like what he saw.
Oliver's deck is looking nice. All the signed
It's real good.
cards. Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. Much really appreciate that. Looks very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I am also, I am very heavily in the I prefer signed cards. We're just gonna go get Expo. Nick, on the other hand, though, is more in the foil camp for sure. Expo Ancient Tomb right into the Grim Monologue
Okay.
one.
Okay. So, oh, that's just a pass. Okay.
Interesting.
Is this deck running the Dryad Arbor that can be fetched? No, it is not. Man, I always love watching the Dryad Arbor actually win for combat damage.
Yeah. So we're
Oh,
just gonna get a Thought Knot Seer right away.
yep.
So
This is
this
what
is
I was saying.
interesting because I'm actually wondering here if he's holding a free ball and he's literally using the Thought Knot Seer to clear the way here.
I think
Because
that's true.
because if this Thought Knot resolves and he sees that there's no counter magic and he has a 3-ball in hand, I don't give a crap what the Grim Monolith is doing. If it's casting that 3-ball and it's resolving, you're doing mighty fine. Especially
Yeah.
because Oliver doesn't even have a threat down.
Yeah, exactly. So this is one of those things that, in fact, in both modern and legacy, that's what I've always heard is like the biggest problem is you always have to have that perfect balance of threat plus pump. And
Yeah,
if you don't have that perfect balance, if you have all pump but no threat, you can actually just really get buried and kind of like have the deck lose to itself.
yeah.
Um,
And that's actually one of the things I like about Legacy Infect a bit more than Modern Infect, is because Modern Infect is infect creatures and pump spells and then like one or two permission spells, that's it. Whereas in this case right here, Infect is totally fine just playing, a Glistener Elf and then going Noble Hierarch and then beating you for 5 turns straight while holding permission. It has no problem doing that.
yeah,
Which
exactly.
I think makes the legacy version much better, even though the modern's more explosive. Like more explosive, given you can still get a turn 2 kill in legacy. But that being said, I still think that I like the way legacy in fact plays better. It's a lot more stable or less glass cannony in my mind.
Yes, I agree. If you've never lost to a become amends what's called noble hierarch, you're not playing legacy. Like
Yeah,
I have lost that several times and it does feel bad. I once
yeah.
lost to a become amends dreadhorde arcanist, which then flashed back the become amends.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that hurt.
I
That
bet.
that
Wow.
hurt.
That's a
That
disgusting play.
that really hurt.
So we got a lot of mana here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what's in Nick's hand.
So we got 5 here. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that
Ooh.
is a all is dust. That is one
Yeah.
hell of a a single target removal spell.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, you can't daze it. He's got 2 mana up, and it works because of the fact that Eye of Ugin gives it 2 mana for, or even all
Yeah.
Eldrazi spells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like All is Dust is one of those cards that is very iconic of like the Eldrazi flavor, and it's one of those things that I actually. So when Rise of the Eldrazi came out, hey Dudeski, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Discord.
Yes, welcome aboard. It's a good
I
time.
I actually wasn't playing Legacy at the time. Well, I wasn't playing Magic at the time, and when I got back into it, and my friend told me, is like, I was like, oh, what had happened when I was gone? He's like, oh, they printed a 15/15 flying spaghetti monster that eats 6 of your permanents when it attacks. I was like, what?
Boom. Yeah, Emrakul's very poorly designed match, for sure. They took absolutely zero consideration into old cards that can not pay mana cost to play things.
Yeah. Okay, what we got here? This is 4 mana. If it's an Eldrazi spell, it's 6 mana.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
And
gonna get the Eldrazi Temple right now. Ooh, Karn the Great Creator.
okay,
Interesting. Hmm.
okay, I like this.
So, what would we wish for here, provided that it solves?
Uh, I would probably wish for Walking Ballista. Like honestly,
I think that sounds good. The only problem is that you can't play Ballista this turn.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to play Ballista this turn, but still, like Walking Ballista is a phenomenal card in this. It can't be spell pierced, it can't be veiled or anything like that. And it
Yeah.
turns out everything is 1 toughness creatures.
Yep. On another note, the Spell Pierce did go towards the Karn, so Karn never even
Mm.
resolved.
Yeah, I really.
Charble.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much. That's trying to describe Emrakul to someone who's never seen it before is
did a 6-year-old.
experience. Wait, they made a card that does what? Yeah, exactly.
That being
Doesn't matter if
said,
it costs 15 mana.
I actually won a game with my new Seagate Stormcaller deck by sacrificing 6 monk tokens and eating the Eldrazi hit, then swinging back for lethal.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Just
that
want to
was a
see. Oh, we have a threat now. We have an ink It always feels so good to tank an Emrakul hit and then get someone back.
Oh yeah.
If we're gonna get another Thought Knot Seer here, let's see if there's even more permission in Oliver's hand. Like that's the
I
other thing though too is Oliver, you know, ooh,
Oh
ooh,
wow. Okay.
wow, that's
Okay.
rough.
So that was actually a 1-5. That was nine points of
That's 9
infect.
points next turn. Yeah,
So I think you have to take the invigorate because the invigorate is free. The Vines of Astwood requires mana and such like that.
yeah,
And it's also the Vines of Astwood is like the less like efficient one, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you take the
definitely.
Invigorate here. And of note as well, the Invigorate is going to be an exile, which is relevant for Become Immense.
Yeah, Charvel. Yeah, you can do that in that deck because of the fact that Alluring gives you instant speed. That's so dumb.
I think you mean fantastic. Alurin's hilarious.
Oh yeah. For those that don't know, Charvel is our resident Learn player and also season champion
Yeah,
for
won our first invitational.
our first
Congrats again.
invitational.
Which
Uh,
excellently well played on the whole weekend. Everyone played so well that weekend. It was such a good thing to watch.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I loved casting it.
Yeah. So it looks
And
like we're just gonna get the Vines of Astwood right now, and we're gonna come in for 5 Infect.
yeah, I mean, you got to get the damage in while you can,
Yeah.
and especially since you don't know if there's another Thought Knots here coming in down the pipe or anything like that.
Yeah. Cloud Post. So
Okay.
now we're in big mana territory.
This is official big mana territory. That's 2, 4,
That's you've got 6
6,
mana right
8.
now, plus the cost deduction
Yeah.
from Ivygin. So we're gonna go
Ooh,
get Karn
okay.
immediately. And also of note here, this ancient tomb. So Nick has done 8 damage to himself already this game, and he could not care less.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Does not care. This is what I was saying. You can leverage those ancient tombs so much because you don't care. You're not gonna take a single point of damage.
Interesting here. So he's going for the days
Make him use
on
it.
this. Yeah.
Make him use it.
So paying for the days there, I like just ticking up the Karn here, I think.
Yes, I would 100% tick up. Mostly because I want to keep my Karn around in case they do decide to send the Ink Moth Nexus into the Karn. Uh, I would rather have that extra tick up on there,
Yeah.
and conceal the information as well.
Interesting. We're wishing right now. Oh, we're grabbing a crypt. Oh,
Oh, become
interesting.
immense. Become
Right.
immense is a legitimate threat.
Yeah. So I
That
actually kind of like firing off right now.
that's big brain plays.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we're gonna crunch for 4 in here.
So it just deals normal combat damage, I do believe, when it comes
Yeah.
to planeswalkers. Because if it deals damage to creatures, we won't attack. Still, yeah. So if it
Yeah.
deals damage to creatures, it's a -1/-1 counters to players and infect counters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the attitude you have there beyond statistic. Yeah, you just don't attack planeswalkers. Crunch in or a second
Oh,
Vines of Vastwood.
oh,
That's
is that
pretty
it?
clutch.
Is that it?
Yeah, looks like it. Oh, that's brutal. Wow.
Oh wow, the top deck Vines of Vastwood to steal game one. Woo, yeah. Oh yeah, that was that was good. That was
Yeah.
really good. Okay, so we have game one decided. So we're going into game two. Once again, everybody, we are the MTG Paper Legacy and MTG Paper Legacy Discord. If you want to get involved with this, hit !Discord in the chat, and it will prompt a invite for the Discord, and you can come hang out with us and join this awesome league.
Yeah,
So
it's a great time. Would recommend.
Oh yeah. So for Nick Eck, we once again this is a Karn wish board, so most of these are gonna be one ofs. But we got Tormod's Crypt, Chalice of the Void, Walking Ballista, Candelabra of Tanos, 2 surgical extractions, 1 pithing needle, 1 liquid metal coating, 1 sorcerer spyglass, 1 ratchet bond, one Torpor Orb, one Crucible World, one Trinisphere, one Ensnaring Bridge, and one Mycosynth Lattice. What do you like here?
So what I really like here, I actually kind of like Ratchet Bomb. I think
I like
it's
Ratchet
a
Bomb.
little bit It's a little bit hard because it doesn't hit Ink Moth, and it will only hit either Glistener Elf plus Noble Hierarch or Blighted Agent. It doesn't really hit both, but at the same time, sometimes you just need it, especially because you can reliably play it on turn most of the time. I also like Chalice of the Void here. Other than that, another thing to note as well is for the Trinispheres, there's 3 Trinispheres main deck. The one on the sideboard, I definitely there as you want to wish for it with Karn.
Yeah, I agree. Once again, I think this matchup is very much going to be dependent on the importance of that three ball. I think three ball is going to be so important, slowing down
Yeah,
Infect so much, making all their like free and 1 mana spells actually cost 3 mana is huge, and is honestly going to be a huge problem for the deck. So I really think
yeah,
that landing that three ball on turn one is going to be the most important part.
yeah.
And for Infect, we have one Bajuka Bog, one Crop Rotation, one Hydro Blast, one Surgical Extraction, three Swords of Plowshares, excuse me, two Veil of Summers, two Rest in Peace, one Sylvan Library, one Viridian Corruptor, and two Force of Vigor. What do you like here?
Force of Vigor, absolutely. I
Oh, yeah.
absolutely like Force of Vigor. I think they're for Viridian Corruptor as well. Um, Other than that, I don't really think that there's too much else here that would really be that helpful here. Um, Especially like because I don't know why you would bring in Rest in Peace, but with Karn,
Yeah.
definitely the Force of Vigors come in because paying 3, like if you get a Ancient Tomb, Grim Monolith, Trinisphere draw, what you can do is that if you get the 3 mana, you can at least destroy both of them.
I agree.
Um, that being said, it's rough because Trinisphere, as you said, is probably going to make or break this matchup for Nick. So, yeah, Trinisphere is a good card. I love me some 3 balls.
Yeah. So, if honestly, if I were, I think the artifact destruction is, of course, slam dunk. It's most important part of this because artifact based deck. How do you think about Sylvan Library in this matchup? Once again, life total does not matter whatsoever.
It does actually matter in this case for Nick because that Nick is actually planning on attacking you to kill you,
True.
right?
Yeah.
This is not
It's not
a
just gonna
this
be
is
a.
not an infinite mana. Like this is not a making infinite mana with a Forsaken Monument build, right? There is no infinite way to kill someone or whatever else. You actually have to attack them with creatures or
I
bolt them to
mean,
death with a Yukin or something.
you say that. I've seen a single cloud post tap for 8 before. That's fucking terrifying. That's near infinite
Oh
mana.
yeah,
That
yeah. I know what you mean. I just mean it's not actual mana because at the end of the day, if you're just gonna library and then just jump pay 8 life on the first turn and then you get a Thought Knot Seer next turn, you're like, oops.
yeah, that's true. Oh, all right. So, are we gonna see a turn one threat from Oliver? We do
Yes,
see
we
a Glistener
are.
Elf.
So
This
of note
is
as well, the main deck copies of Warping Whale are very good in this matchup as well.
yes, yes. I was gonna bring that up earlier when we were talking about sideboarding, but yeah, like it's Warping Whale has surprisingly been really good here. I would have never suspected it, but I mean, Warping Whale is a house, and oh, we got 3 mana, 3 ball. We got. Can we see a
Three
three
ball.
ball? 3 ball. Oh
Oh, we're
nope.
just gonna see the Warping Whale, but at
I
least
mean,
this way he's able to pay for days.
playing around days, able to get rid of the threat. Like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Hilariously, though, if you have a mutagenic growth, you can make the target illegal. Because if
Oh
you
my
can change
god.
the power toughness of the glistener, and even if you were to just invigorate it, they can't whale, which is hilarious.
Yeah, invigorate. We'll get around it. No mutagenic growth in this. This ain't modern. This ain't modern
Yeah,
infect. But I think Oliver is trying to figure out if he wants to force it. And I
he
mean,
very
it's
well could. It
That's
also depends on what's in his hand, because I imagine if he had like another Glistener Elf or a Glistener Elf and an Inkmoth Nexus, he would have just let this happen for sure. But in this particular case where he's thinking about it, the other option too is that perhaps his hand is Force of Will and exactly one blue card,
yeah, exactly.
which could be the case, right? Because he's thinking really hard. It looks like he's got two cards in his right hand. He's probably going to force pitch days.
Pitching
Yeah,
days.
okay,
Yep.
so I can see the conundrum about that, especially the cards in his hand. That
Oh
being
yeah.
said, though, if those were the only blue in his hand, just chaff, I'd be worried about how much action would be coming my way this time.
Exactly. I'm worried about that as well. It should be really interesting to see how much damage is coming up this turn. Even something just like scale up is really threatening.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. Let's see what comes from the deck.
So thinking here, I imagine with how hard all here, he's either got a slower hand, doesn't just have it in right now. So we do see the Inkmoth Nexus, and then probably just a crunch for, I would imagine, one.
Yeah,
But
it
this
doesn't.
could also be, five if he's gotten a invigorate.
And looks like 5 cards in Nick's hand. This is
This is an
oof.
intense game for sure as well. There's
This is
so
a
much potential going on because we don't know. So
yep.
we're just
Okay,
gonna get an invigorate. So that's gonna be 5,
goes
and
up.
Nick's actually gonna gain life here, relevant.
Yeah, 24. So that's 5 infect. Are we only seeing
Yeah, looks
5?
like that's it. Looks like
Okay,
that's
we're
it.
only seeing 5. I wonder if the other card left in hand has become immense.
Could be.
I mean, that would make sense why really thinking about what you want to put in there and stuff like that, trying to fill the graveyard, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Become immense is a green and 5, so that's 3 cards in there. So
yeah.
I need one more card left in the graveyard.
I like this play here. I really like this. Just pop the blast zone right
I
now.
like that. I like that as well. Float the mana, pop the blast zone. It's something that can't be countered. It's something that you get rid of the threat. That's a smart
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
I like
You
that.
still have to worry about the Inkmoth Nexus, but of note, if Oliver misses and drop here, then he can't activate and pump the Inkmoth.
Yeah.
Looks like it might not matter. Or that being said, with an Invigorate, you can just do it anyway.
All right. Are we gonna see an ink moth kill here?
Could be. And Oliver's just been tearing up with his Infect deck, though. I played against it in the league. He was in my pod. And oh my goodness, man, it was just. I got thrashed real quickly. And there's the kill right there.
There's the invigorate. Did we have game? I think we got
Looks like
game.
it. Yep,
Yep.
we do have games. So Oliver is the winner of our November on Bant Infect.
Yeah, finishing it out with a strong 2-0 finish. Wow. Oh, you know what? You know what? Some people say, "Hey, Infect is one of those decks that waxes and wanes." I think it's here to stay. I think this deck is
Yep.
pretty solid right now. I think the addition of white is really good for the deck, being able to remove stuff. And like, you know what? If you're looking for a deck to jam on the server, I think Infect is pretty solid.
Oh yeah, it's very good. There's a lot of there's a lot of fast combo decks that kind of get to just run through, but at the same time, it's I don't know. I
Well,
I play decks that are weak to Infect inherent, but at the same time, I still
Well,
have a
here's the
fun time.
thing is if we're seeing this very strong demonstration of Infect versus 12 Post here, 12 Post is a massive player on the server. There's tons of people playing Infect, not Infect, 12 Post on the server. It's one of the most
Yeah.
dominant combo decks on the server. So if you're talking about a deck that that efficiently preys on the most common combo deck, you know what? I think that's a solid play. I think Infect is a good deck to play, and yeah, I think we're gonna see a little bit more of it here on the server.
Yep, and we were right there about the 2 Force of Vigors and the Viridian Emissary, and then it looks like we also got a crop rotation in
Makes sense. Just
from Oliver's side. So
an additional threat. So everybody, if you really like what you've seen here, if you like the cut of our jib, hanging out with us, you know, feel free subscribe to us, follow us. If you want to join the Discord, exclamation point Discord in the chat gets you a link to the invite. Come hang out. There's over 1,600 people here that have been like really supporting the Discord and everything that we're doing. So if you're interested, come hang out with us. Shoot the shit. Hit up the LFG channels. Maybe enroll in an event. Have fun. We are just
Yep.
here to promote legacy community. And if you don't have a local shop to play in, let us be your local meta.
Yep. And of note as well, the December League signups are now online. So you have 1 week to sign up. December 1st is when we're going to start pool play for December. So make sure you were signed up before that. And also, I just want to point out I was incorrect. It's actually Viridian Corruptor for the sideboard card.
Corruptor.
So
yeah.
just want to make sure I correct that.
All right. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight, and have a good rest of your all evening.
Yep. Have a good one. Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe.